again. The elbow is way off again for both of them now. Neither guy on the table. His elbow's
Man, what's going on, guys? So the Jerry versus Genadi match was phenomenal. There was a bunch of controversy, though, with all the elbow fouls and the reffing. At the end of this video, I went and watched the whole match, and I took a snippet of all the elbow fouls I could find. It's about a minute long. So at the end of the video, y'all watch that and let me know what y'all think of those elbow fouls. But I was thinking about it. Should the fouls have been called more tightly, or was playing loose the way to go? When I first watched the match, I was like pissed. I was like, this reffing is absolutely atrocious. But then I watched Ian's live and what the other people had to say, and this is what they had to say right here. And I think it changed my mind.
I saw only the one round that clearly Gennadi's elbow was out, the round 2, I believe. And I asked Christo, why did you not call that? It was just so obvious in front of you. He said that if he would call, it would be restart. But he just thought that Jerry was in a good position. So he just waited Jerry to continue. This was what he's explained. I don't know how to do if that match, I don't know, like sometimes I say, just forget it, just be strict, call every single thing, you understand? And then the match ends with the fouls, and then they say, oh, just let them pull, It's so boring, the matches are ending with the fouls. Just very hard to find the limit. I don't know what to do, It's just I'm totally confused about.
You know what? I think I usually feel like strict rules are better, but I have to say that everything I've watched them out, I rewatched it a couple times. I'm happy with how it went. I think Hristo, even though maybe it's controversial, I think he let it go, and it was a good decision because they both were fouling. And somebody, I don't remember who wrote this, but it was really smart. They said, we have to remember these are two gigantic people. And for them, the elbow pads are much smaller than they are for us. And with those two specifically, I don't know. I felt like the outcome was not changed by not calling those fouls. So I don't have a big problem.
Now about strict rules is, let's say, made for amateur tournaments in the MASH, let's say WAF World Championship. Yes, they absolutely are supposed to be strict and always the same. But for professional arm wrestling, probably there is a room for getting a little bit loose, which was the case here, to make it show. If it's obvious fault where the guy who fault out gains something, obviously, yes, it's a fault. But if it's something very minor, I think there is a room to get it a little bit loose.
And I think it means you have to have a really, really good referee. And it's really like a judge, so that at the end of the day, it's going to look weird at times, but he's the ultimate authority that says, no, it was fair. It might have looked like this or looked like that, but it was fair, and the results were where they're supposed to be. And that guy has to be consistent, right? You can be loose, but you have to be consistently loose. I think that's and it's hard. I don't think that's an easy job.
I agree with what all those guys said, and I am in favor of with a little bit looser rule set, because you don't ever want a match to be determined by elbow fouls or any kind of foul at all. You want these men to arm wrestle, and you want the winner to be the guy who actually won. I don't think we would have got the epic match we would have gotten from Jerry and Genadi if they were calling every single micro foul. I remember in the beginning, like I said, I was like, what the fuck, so many fouls? But after listening to that and rewatching that match, we got a masterclass, incredible match that's going to be remembered for a long time. People can go back and watch that because it's such an incredible match. And it was because they didn't call every single foul. So I'm thinking, and like Pablo said, amateurs call everything. When you get to the pros, there's a little more room. You just need the right ref who's able to maintain the balance on when to call a foul and not to call a foul. But y'all check out this clip right here. I clipped all the elbow fouls I could find. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments, if you want strict fouls or if you're more of the lenient side. I appreciate y'all stopping by Grip and Rip. Y'all stay strong. Hit that like and subscribe.